News 10 NBC, covering Rochester and all of Western New York. Coverage you can count on. This is News 10 NBC at 5.
You're hired. That's what Donald Trump is saying to Kodak. I'm Pat McGonigal. I'll tell you why Kodak is getting a star turn on one of NBC's hottest shows.
Well, this week, Kodak is celebrating a major victory. The photo giant is getting national exposure and a ringing endorsement from one of the biggest names in television. Can you guess who it is? Pat McGonigal has the story for you.
Kodak is getting the star treatment on the NBC show Celebrity Apprentice with Donald Trump. It is a public relations bonanza for the Rochester company, a full hour of primetime dedicated to the Kodak EasyShare all-in-one inkjet printer. Kodak's chief business development officer called Donald Trump back in June. He convinced Trump that the all-in-one inkjet printer and the Kodak brand name were perfect for a business competition on The Apprentice. Thursday night, celebrities will try to outdo one another in selling and marketing the all-in-one inkjet printer. Kodak officials say Trump was sold immediately on the idea.
You don't have to convince me.
Kodak says it cost them between $500,000 and $3 million to get this kind of prime-time product placement.
If I wanted to spend an hour on television at prime time when there's been a strike, when millions of people are looking for things to watch on TV, and we give them 1 hour full of unbelievable entertainment where they're not going to want to turn away, I couldn't pay. You couldn't pay enough money to be able to do it. So this is a great use of our marketing dollars to be able to get the brand out there and get the message out there. Selling Donald Trump on Kodak was the easiest sell of all because he knew Kodak. And he had a fond feeling and memory about Kodak. In fact, when I started talking about Kodak, he just started telling me about what a great brand it was. And then I was pitching him on the fact that Trump's a great brand, but Kodak's even better brand. Let's put them together and let's see what we can get.
Jeff Hayzlett told us he couldn't tell us how Thursday's episode comes out. In fact, if he gives anything away, he could be hit with a multi-million-dollar fine. So we'll just have to watch on Thursday with everybody else. Reporting from Kodak headquarters, I'm Pat McGonigal for News 10 NBC.
All right, Pat, thank you. And Kodak employees do plan to watch. They're getting together for private watch parties. Again, Celebrity Apprentice featuring Kodak airs this Thursday at 9 p.m. right here on News 10 NBC.
News 10 NBC, covering Rochester and all of Western New York. Coverage you can count on. This is News 10 NBC at 6.
Cries.
Well, you're hired. That's what Donald Trump is saying to Kodak. We'll tell you why and when you can see the photo giant's primetime debut. It's next.
Speaking of Kodak, it is celebrating a major victory this week. The photo giant heard those two magic words from Donald Trump: "You're hired." Kodak will be featured on the NBC show Celebrity Apprentice, starring Trump, of course. One full episode will be dedicated to the Kodak EasyShare all-in-one inkjet printer. Celebrities will try to outdo each other selling and marketing that printer. Kodak's officials convinced Trump the all-in-one inkjet printer and the Kodak name brand were perfect for a business competition on the show. By the way, Celebrity Apprentice featuring Kodak airs this Thursday, 9 p.m. right here on News 10 NBC.